I recently moved into a new apartment. It was a very nice one-bedroom apartment in a very nice part of town where crime was rare. But the town I moved into was the town where the supposed Smiley Man incident happened. But I don't believe it. Yes, I heard the story of some guy taking a walk at night in this town and seeing some guy dancing and smiling, then being chased by the Smiley Man and escaped from him. But it's just a story. The Smiley Man is not real. Anyway, I wanted a snack, so I went out and walked to the gas station nearby. The sun was starting to set. As I walked to the gas station, I looked around seeing a few people walking. I get to the gas station and I grab some snacks and a soda. I pay and walk out the gas station. I decided to take the long way home just to enjoy the beautiful night. I turned onto a street and there is absolutely no one else walking, not even a soul in sight. But I wasn't bothered by it. I kept walking, enjoying the night sky, but then I saw him. I couldn't believe my eyes. There, off in the distance, there was a man dancing. It was a dance similar to a waltz. I froze in my tracks trying to think what I was seeing. It can't be him. It was just a story. The man got closer and I could now see his face clearly. Now he had a huge smile on his face, his eyes looking up. He was still dancing, but then stopped right in front of me. I was still trying to think if this is real or not. I then said, "Who the hell are you? What do you want?" But he then turned around and started dancing away. I yelled at him, "What the fuck, man?" He kept dancing away. I didn't stick around to find out what happened next. I turned around and started running. I wish I didn't look back, because as soon as I did, I saw he was running after me. That smile's still on his face. I guess this is karma for saying it was just a story. I kept running. I looked back. He was still behind me with that fucking smile. I decided that I had enough of this guy. I stopped running and turned around, ready to fight this guy. But then he stopped a few feet away from me. I stood there confused. Then he suddenly turned around and walked away. I waited until he was out of sight and I started walking home, looking behind me every 2 seconds, afraid I will see that sick, insane smile of his coming after me. But nothing happened the rest of the way home. I went inside, locked every door and window, then went to my room and sat on my bed, still trying to put together what the hell just happened. Then suddenly my phone rang. I looked at it. It was my mother calling. I picked it up. "Hello?" She sounded worried. She told me that she has been calling me, but I wasn't picking up. I explained everything to her, that I was chased by a crazy person, which made her more worried. She told me to come to her house. I thought that was a good idea, so I won't be home alone and paranoid. I told her okay and hung up. I got up, got my keys, and got in the car. I started up my car and headed off, but I didn't get far. Didn't get far at all. Suddenly, my car shuts down. As much as I didn't want to, I got out the car and opened my hood. I fixed the problem and got back in my car, started up. But before I could drive, I heard something that made my skin crawl. I heard someone snicker. It was coming from behind me. I looked behind me. There, my back seat, I saw an insane smile looking at me.